Hi, I'm Robin Darling. I'm one of the registered dietitians at CHI Memorial Center for Cancer Support.
And I'm Sharon, the other dietitian in the Center for Cancer Support.
Part of what we do at our jobs is we help people through symptom management to help them get through treatment and maintain a healthy intake, a healthy weight during treatment. But then the other part of what we get to do is help patients as they enter the road to survivorship. And part of the way we do this is teaching a nutrition class, talking a little bit more about healthy eating and prevention of cancer.
Our meatless black bean chili today will include these beautiful, colorful vegetables and several spices. The first include onions, garlic, and jalapeno pepper, and a red bell pepper, diced tomatoes, and black beans.
The first ingredient, or the first step in making the meatless chili, is to add a tablespoon of oil. This is just to allow us to saute the vegetables that we're getting ready to add.
Today we're going to start by sauteing our vegetables. We have white onion, jalapeno pepper, 1 garlic clove, and a red bell pepper.
Now we're going to put the onion in and we're going to cook until the onion becomes translucent. You may begin to hear that sizzle. What we did is we heated the oil slightly before we started. Next, we're going to add the red bell pepper.
Next, we're going to add the chili powder, 1 tablespoon, and we're putting that over the vegetables that are sauteing. And we will add the cumin next, 1½ teaspoons.
By choosing to add just the single spices as opposed to a mix for a chili mix, what you'll find is you probably have much less sodium.
Herbs and spices also have a lot of antioxidants, as well as the vegetables that we have here. And the antioxidants are something that help damp down inflammation in our body and fight cancer. It smells so good.
It does. And what you can see is the herbs, and especially the chili powder, helped add a lot of color.
Next, we're going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. Tomato paste is full of lycopene. And again, lycopene is a cancer fighter, and it's found in a lot of our red vegetables and fruits, like watermelon and tomatoes, etc. This is one nutrient that is actually absorbed better by the body if it is processed a little bit, like in tomato paste or tomato sauce, what you find in salsa or spaghetti sauce and things like that. Next step is to add our unsalted diced tomatoes, 1 can.
When we added the tomatoes, you notice we said unsalted, and that's what the recipe called for. What we just want you to realize is that a lot of the salt in your diet you are probably not necessarily getting from a salt shaker, but probably in the foods you choose. So when you have the option to choose no added salt on the vegetables, that's probably a good option. Also, as you saw before, we had so much flavor going into the recipe, there was no necessarily reason for the added salt. Next, we're going to add the water. As you notice, that our mixture is getting kind of thick here because we just have so much with the tomato paste, and the vegetables have used up a lot of their liquids. So we're actually just going to add some water to thin it out some.
And the last step going in the recipe are the black beans that have been drained.
Okay, here comes the fiber. This is what we've been wanting to add to this dish. A high fiber diet reduces your risk for colon cancer. It also helps you to stay full should you be trying to lose weight. And beans add a lot of the fiber that we are required for our diet, or is necessary in our diet, to help with healthy habits. We just want to make sure that, especially if you aren't eating a lot of meat, and beans is an excellent source of not only fiber but protein. So always keep that in mind. The beans, we also prefer to use the no added salt on your beans. The other thing to consider is how much fiber do we need in a day, Sharon?
Men need on average around 35 grams a day, and women need on average around 25 grams per day or more. As we get older, we need less calories, therefore we need a little less fiber. The average American comes short of this, though. We get about half of what we usually need because we're making choices such as refined white rice and white bread and white pasta over brown rice and whole wheat bread and whole grain pasta. This recipe gave us around 13 grams of fiber and 11 grams of protein, even though it's meatless, for 1 1/4 cup serving.
As you increase the fiber in your diet, we don't want everybody to make a choice overnight and start increasing their fiber without also increasing the amount of fluid in your diet. Otherwise, it may be uncomfortable.
If you need any sodium in it, you can add up to a half a teaspoon per recipe, though again, the flavors that are here from the onions and peppers and garlic and tomatoes really decrease the need for the salt.
To find recipes like the one we made today or other healthy recipes, you can visit the website American Institute of Cancer Research. Their website is aicr.org.